Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Mike,
I'm Duran.
and this week we have a special guest,
Extra special.
my mama. So, mama, we're going to get into it right away. Can you tell us about a memorable experience you've had while working in the food industry?
Yeah, I ran into a frat brother when the frat brothers were at the hotel, and I was leaving, and I ran into him, and it was, I think, Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
It was Veterans Day, and he explained to me in a polite way how Veterans Day was different from Memorial Day, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he put it down to me, it just opened my eyes. He was like, Veterans Day is for actual people that was in the army or services or whatever you want to call it. And Memorial Day is just remembrance of any and everybody. And I guess he was upset because they confused it.
Yeah.
And it was nice to talk to somebody like that. So,
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
times people think Memorial Day is just about those in the military
Mm-hmm.
who passed. But yeah, for me, it's always stopping and thinking about, like, even the family, the friends that are no longer here with us, and it's just making sure you don't forget about them.
yeah. But I'm pretty sure you wanted a question about a food experience, right?
I wanted just any memory, funny, sad, whatever experience that you've had.
I did have one. I had one where every Sunday we had brunch, and I was the only one that made the bread pudding. And I got called out to the restaurant where this older Caucasian man told me that he had bread pudding a lot, but that was the best bread pudding he ever had. And I said, "Thank you so much."
Well, that man ain't had no teeth. He was tearing that bread. Hey, I don't know who made this bread pudding today.
He's about to take you back to the house.
This got more than salt and pepper in here. I'll tell you that. Is she married? It don't matter. Duran, you got any stories when you were in the food industry?
Man, I got like a whole bunch of stories because I used to work as a driver for Domino's, but I also made the pieces. And let me tell you something, that was always an experience. So one day this dude called and he was extra high. When I say he was high, he was fried. My man ordered like 7 pieces and we was like, all right, so you do know all these pieces to feed like 5 to 6 people, we giving them the whole spiel. He like, yeah. So we cook up the pieces, whatever. And then I took him. I said, I want to take this one. So I get out there to do a crib. I ring the doorbell. Mind you, it was like some shears on the window, right? So you could see them sitting on the couch. It was him and his homie. So I pushed the doorbell and I sat there and watched them debate for 5 minutes about if somebody was at the door. But nobody got up. Nobody got up. So I'm standing there on the porch. I just set the pieces down. I'm like, all right, I'm going to just wait on them to get up. Finally, dude came to the door. I was like, I told you it was somebody at the door. He's like, man. All right. So anyway, I get him the pieces. He like, why you giving me all these pieces? I said, that's what you ordered. He said, I did. I said, yeah, you called us like 15 minutes ago. He's like, yeah, you right. I'm tripping. So dude started eating the pizza, but he didn't give me no money. So I'm like, where the money at, bro? He like, bro, I'm sorry. So he went in the kitchen and came back and he gave me way too much money. Long story short, dude tipped me like $30 to bring him 7 pieces. And then he called back up there when I got back and was like, man, that pizza was good as hell. He was like, for real though, we only ate like 3 of them though, but like we gonna save the rest for tomorrow. I was like, why this dude call back and tell us he left a live action review on the phone.
Right.
I was like, yo, I felt bad. I was like, you really wanted to give me this? He was like, yeah, bro. This pizza good, dog. I was like, this is like $30. I got change. He was like, nah, it's cool.
Hey, you
But
deserve that one.
I feel like when they woke up, he was like, hey, you seen that $30, bro? I was like, nah.
Bro, I know I had $90 before I went to
I
sleep.
was just mad because I was just staring at them. I was staring at them on the outside, looking at them debate about who was at the door and why I was there. And then he got there and was like, damn, I did order pizza.
He probably called back to see if he was gonna come get him and give him his money back.
He called back talking about, hey, didn't I order pizza here last night? We never got it.
Nah,
you
got
you
that
got
pizza.
that pizza. Oh man, I can think, Mama, you'll remember this. There was one night I'm pretty sure I quit. I don't know if I quit or got fired.
What if you did both?
I remember saying I quit, but also they told me that I got fired.
So what happened?
For walking out on the job, right? We were short staffed. I used to work at a famous restaurant that starts with M, rhymes with Whack Arnold's. And I had this little 5-foot manager who decided one day, him and another manager were in the back office, and they left 3 of us out there to work. So one of us in the drive up taking orders, one of us handing out food, one of us running the front counter. We got to get our own food, all of that. And they just in the back laughing, doing whatever in the office. So like we all pissed about it. And at one point I've run out of sauces. So I yelled back there and I'm like, hey, can somebody bring me some ketchup? Like that's exactly how I said it. This little short manager comes up, bumps me, or he goes, you can go back and get ketchup. And I go, why didn't you get it while you were back there? You were literally right next to the storage room. He was like, no, you can go back there and get ketchup. It was like a power trip. And so I'm like, all right, whatever. So I move to the right. He moves in front of me. And we playing this game where we both keep moving back and forth and we in front of each other. So I just bump into him and walk past him. I'm like, dude, I'm not playing with you. It's like y'all ain't doing nothing back there. Y'all getting paid more than us. Not doing nothing, laughing and playing while we working out here. So I go back and get the ketchup, come back, fill up my thing, and he goes, if you do that again, I'm going to lock your ass up. I'm going to call the police. Oh, that was all it took. I cursed that man smooth out. This was before my mama taught me how to politely curse somebody out without saying curse words. I cursed that man smooth out. And then the other person, manager person, secure, whatever he was, came out the office and goes, Michael, he was a little fat gay guy. Michael,
can't say that word.
Go home. I mean, you could say he was gay. I mean, back then he was still gay. But he comes out, Michael, no, you need to go home. Because I was about ready to put hands on the dude, right? So I go, man, F this job. I quit. And I walk out. And I was heated. I was so mad. I remember calling y'all. I called you and I called our other homie. And you were down the street from his house.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But he loaded up him and 4 other dudes in the van and they came and pulled up like that. And then I'm standing outside waiting on them to get there because we legit was going to run in that place, mama. We was going to run in there and we was whooping some ass. And my stepdad pulls up. Literally pulls up, sees me outside, rolls the window down. He goes, hey, son, what's up? I said, what's up, Pops? What you doing out here? I said, yeah, I think I just quit my job. Why? I told him what happened. He looked at me. He go, all right, well, don't go to jail because we ain't bailing you out. Nigga went through and ordered him a McRib. With the free McRib.
That sound like him. That sound like him.
But straight up told me he ain't bailing me out.
Well,
so now I'm sitting in the back parking lot like, man, you right. I better not go to jail. Well, by this time, other homie pulls up and they was like, what we gonna do? And I was like, bro, let's just go home. And they was like, no, we about to scare him. So he went inside and they just stood there and stared at the guy for like 10 minutes. Then they finally came out and we left. Next day, I got home. I told mama about it. Next day, I don't know if you remember, we went up there and you wanted to talk to the GM because you was pissed off about how a grown man bumped into me and said that he was going to send me to jail.
You can't be 5'5" and be a grown man.
Right. So, I mean, he was in his 30s at the time. So she starts talking to the GM and the GM's like, well, the other manager who was here said that he walked out on his shift. And I was like, I didn't walk out on my shift. He told me to go home. Well, then the manager who I got into it with, we was normally cool. he walks in for his shift that morning, and he looks and sees me, and I was like, "It's all good, John. Like, we cool. Like, I'm not tripping off of that. We was both having a bad night. We got out of hand, whatever." And he goes, "Oh, okay. What's going on?" And I was like, "I mean, they told me that I walked out on my shift." And he goes, "No, that's BS. He told you to go." And I was like, "That's what I said, but she taking his word, so I'm done." And yeah, I got fired / quit. I still don't know which one it was.
Fire.
That's almost as bad as getting fired on your day off. Like, what did you do to get fired on your day off? Like, I wasn't there, but they let me go, G.
To this day, I'm saying I quit, but the record may or may not show that I got fired.
That's all right. Look at you now. That job ain't nothing. When I go through the line, so I always say something crazy. I'm still riding for you like how we riding for Steve Irwin.
Thank you. F. McDonald.
That's right. And the McRib nasty.
Mama, you ever been?
I said it.
It is.
It's nasty.
It is.
It's fake meat.
You ever been fired?
I got fired one time. I was maybe about 17. I worked at this motel in Galveston, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
They was hiring youngers because it was real busy. They was hiring young people.
Yeah.
Shoot, I was doing housekeeping. Housekeeping's not for me. I lasted 3 days.
Dang, what happened?
Because I didn't want to clean the room. I didn't clean it right. They have certain standards in hotel. You have to clean everything, check. And she came and checked my room that third day. We got to let you go. I'm like, okay.
What'd you do? Start folding covers halfway?
I wasn't doing the rooms right. I didn't want to. That wasn't me. I had to clean my own house. I didn't want to be cleaning after nobody else. And the stuff you see in those rooms.
Hey, I ain't even mad at you. I was about to say, that got to be it. You walked into a crime scene and was like, yep.
This makes so much sense now.
I'm not doing this. And then it's like, you got to have a special mentality to work at a hotel and clean rooms, right? Cause
you do.
Because you open the door to a surprise every time. Ooh. It's either going to be clean or it's going to be some stuff that you didn't sign up for.
It's going to take 5 minutes or it's going to take 50 minutes. What you want?
They're going to be like, you've been on floor 3 in room 701 for a minute. What you doing up there? Yeah. Y'all come up here and see what's in this room.
You had a certain amount of time to clean the rooms. And I think I was doing them too fast.
It was like, she was in there 34 seconds. What'd she do? They go in there and be like,
she just sprayed some cleaner on the counter.
Yeah, she sprayed air freshener and walked out. All right, Jackie, we gotta let you go.
Yeah, they told me I'm gone. I had to go. But I found my niche, and that's cooking. So,
all right, well, y'all, let us know what y'all think. Tell us about especially those in the food industry. Let us know about a memorable experience you've had while working in the food industry. Good, bad, crazy, funny, whatever. I promise you there will be a part 2 because I know a few other people in the food industry. One specifically who grew up with us, and he's hilarious. So.
Yeah, it gets sticky in the food industry, no pun intended.
But let us know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all on the next episode.
Peace.
Bye.